Are you tired of waking up every morning feeling like your stomach has inflated overnight? You eat relatively well, you drink your water, you try to do everything right, and yet by afternoon, you're uncomfortably bloated, sluggish, and wondering what on earth is going on inside your body. If this sounds familiar, I want you to stay right here because what I'm about to share with you changed everything for me. And it has nothing to do with cutting out food groups, buying expensive supplements, or following some miserable restrictive diet. Here's the truth that most people are missing. Hormonal bloating in women is not just about what you eat. It's about how your body processes the energy from that food. And when that process goes haywire, your hormones pay the price. But there is a secret, and it's simpler than you think. Let's start at the very beginning. Your body runs on glucose. Every single cell needs it to function. You get glucose primarily from the carbohydrates and sugars in your food, and after digestion, that glucose moves into your bloodstream. Now here's where things get interesting and where most women start to have problems. When you eat in a way that causes a sudden, sharp surge of glucose into your bloodstream, that's called a glucose spike. And glucose spikes are the hidden driver behind so much of the hormonal chaos that women experience, including that stubborn, uncomfortable bloating that just won't budge no matter what you try. Think of your blood sugar like a roller coaster. It shoots up fast and then it crashes down hard. During that crash, your body panics. It floods you with hunger signals, you feel exhausted, your mood tanks, and here's the hormonal connection. Those constant spikes and crashes keep your insulin elevated, which directly disrupts estrogen, progesterone, and cortisol. And when those hormones are out of balance, your body holds onto water and gas in your gut. Hello, bloating! So what's the secret? It's not about eating less, it's about eating smarter. And I'm going to walk you through 4 practical strategies that target this glucose connection directly. The first one is so simple, it almost sounds too good to be true. Eat your food in a specific order. Before you roll your eyes, hear me out, because the science behind this is genuinely fascinating. When you eat fiber and vegetables first, then protein, and save your carbohydrates for last, you create a kind of protective layer in your digestive system. That fiber slows down how quickly glucose from those carbs enters your bloodstream. Instead of a sharp spike, you get a slow, gentle rise. Research suggests this approach alone can reduce a glucose spike by a remarkable margin. For bloating specifically, stable blood sugar means less insulin surging through your system, less water retention, and a happier gut environment overall. The second strategy is one that I genuinely was not expecting to work as well as it does. Having a tablespoon of vinegar diluted in a large glass of water before or during your meal. Any type works, whether that's apple cider vinegar, white wine vinegar, or balsamic. The acetic acid in vinegar actually slows down the enzyme that breaks carbohydrates into glucose, meaning everything enters your bloodstream far more gently. Beyond that, it helps your cells absorb glucose more efficiently. The result is a noticeably flatter glucose curve, less insulin response, and over time, genuinely reduced bloating. Always drink it through a straw to protect your tooth enamel, and if the taste is too intense at first, add more water. Your body will thank you. Now I know what some of you are thinking. What about when I'm at a restaurant, or when I just can't control exactly what I'm eating or how it's served? That's where strategy number 3 comes in, and it's probably the most flexible of all. Add a green starter to every meal you possibly can. This could be a simple side salad before your main course, some raw carrots, grilled zucchini, cucumber slices, really any fiber-rich vegetable you enjoy. The idea is not to eat less overall, but to give your digestive system that fiber foundation before the starchy or sugary parts of your meal arrive. Even when you're eating out, you can usually order a side salad to start. This is genuinely one of the most powerful habits you can build for long-term hormonal balance. The fourth strategy is one you can do absolutely anywhere, and it costs you nothing. Move your body within an hour of eating. Not a marathon, not an intense gym session. Just movement. A 10-minute walk around the block, some light squats in your living room. Even doing household chores counts. When your muscles are active, they pull glucose out of your bloodstream and use it for energy. This naturally flattens that post-meal spike, which means less insulin, less cortisol disruption, and over time, significantly less bloating. The timing matters here, so try to get moving within about 70 minutes of finishing your meal. Now, let me talk about something that rarely gets mentioned in the bloating conversation: sweet foods and how you time them. If you're someone who reaches for fruit, chocolate, or anything sweet as a standalone snack between meals, that habit might be fueling your bloating more than you realize. Eating something sweet on an empty stomach sends glucose into your bloodstream at full speed with nothing to slow it down. But if you enjoy that same sweet treat as a dessert after a balanced meal that included fiber, protein, and fat, the spike is dramatically smaller. You do not have to give up the foods you love. You just need to rethink when they fit into your day. Here's something else worth knowing. The pace at which you eat matters more than most people realize. Even if you implement every single one of these strategies, eating too quickly undermines all of it. Fast eating means fast glucose absorption. Slowing down, chewing thoroughly, and actually pausing between bites gives your body time to process everything more gradually. It sounds almost too simple, but this one shift alone can make a visible difference in how you feel after meals. So let's bring this all together, because I want you to leave here with a clear picture. Hormonal bloating in women is largely driven by unstable blood sugar. When glucose spikes and crashes repeatedly throughout your day, your hormones, particularly insulin, estrogen, and cortisol, get thrown out of balance. Your body responds by retaining water, disrupting your gut environment, and creating that uncomfortable, puffy feeling you know too well. The solution is not a dramatic overhaul of your entire diet. It's building these small, strategic habits around how you eat rather than just what you eat. Start with just one of these strategies this week. See how your body responds. Pay attention to your energy levels in the hours after meals, how your stomach feels, whether those afternoon cravings feel less intense. Your body gives you constant feedback if you know what to listen for. You have spent enough time feeling uncomfortable in your own skin, wondering why nothing seems to work. Now you have the missing piece. The secret was never about eating less. It was about giving your blood sugar the stability your hormones desperately need. Start small, stay consistent, and I promise you will start to notice the difference. Drop a comment below and tell me which of these strategies you are going to try first. I would genuinely love to hear how it goes for you.